Hello there, welcome to the first episode of In Case You Missed It, Chatham-Kent, a brand new social media show where we talk about what's going on around in Chatham-Kent in the world of Facebook, and later on we're going to show you a couple of clips that you missed over the summer. And I am so pleased to have our very first guest here, Mary Ellen Herder, who does a plethora of things in Chatham-Kent, but the thing she is here to talk about, most importantly, if you can see here, entertainments, events, and much more, Chatham-Kent and surrounding areas. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what is this? What is she doing with this Facebook page? Well, I'm going to have her speak right about. So Mary Ellen, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, and thank you for having me. And this is so exciting. First show.
First show.
Yeah.
New season, great. New branding, everything. It's all come together. And, you know, this is your TV coming in and doing a whole social media presence. And we found this Facebook page, or I've seen it all over Chatham-Kent. Mm-hmm. And you essentially do what with this Facebook page?
Well, what I do is I go and I explore how many events that are in this area coming up, and not only in Chatham-Kent but also outside of the area, because I found so many times, like other people and myself included, I would find out things after the fact, and it's really frustrating. So that's why I thought, you know, I'm going to try to put something together where it's kind of like a hub of events that are going on. And you know, there's quite a few of them, and there's events, and I just don't want them to be missed, and including myself. So that's how it all started.
I guess I guess what made you want to make this page is essentially what you just just said. So I don't know how long ago. How long has this page been around?
I started the page in 2013.
Okay.
And it was one of those things, and that's why I did it. I thought, I'm not tech savvy at all. So this was quite a journey, but I wanted to have something, and so I just step by step and put it together. So yeah. So
the day you made the page, you started getting posts on there, whether you found them online or a group has said, hey, can you post this on the page? What was your first feeling when you got, you know, your first maybe 40 members that showed up?
I was so excited because they too were realizing, yes, that is a situation that does happen, finding out after the fact. And it was wonderful because there was a lot of support, and away it went. It just kind of was like a chain reaction. And all of the members are very active members, mm-hmm. and that's what I like. You know, you could have a vast amount, but they're just there. This group, we're always, you know, they're always looking and knowing, yeah. and that's what's
great.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many members do you have now, approximately?
Well, close to 800.
That's great.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about that.
And we're hoping, you know, with 800, this will continue, just keep moving and moving as, you know, you spread the word of, you know, what type of events are going. And we do have so many greats in and around Chatham-Kent. How important, obviously, is these events to get out in the social media world of Chatham-Kent?
Well, you know, it's important in many ways. Like, Chatham-Kent is really like a diamond in the rough. It really is. You know, there are so many things, and one, it's not like we're missing a lot, you know, we're of the information, but not only in Chatham-Kent, but for outside the areas, mm-hmm. to bring people into Chatham-Kent. And after beginning the group, finding out just how much is happening in this area, I was taken back by it.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, and that's the one thing, you know, in your TV, we have a community calendar that we support, you know, public service announcements, yeah. The same events that, you know, we do have on our community channel that show all the great pictures around.
Yes.
But when it comes to Facebook and this group, it's definitely one of those things that every day I go on Facebook and I see that you have posted something about, you know, an upcoming event like our board game conventions with KegsCon, Mall of the Dead that's coming up shortly, and actually this will be airing right before, so that's going to be something that I've seen all over Facebook, and you promoted it, everyone promotes it. So segueing to it, how many posts do you think, maybe in a day or a week, that you post on the Facebook page?
Oh wow, I usually, now in the summer and, you know, seasonal, it goes maybe 5-6 a day. And then, you know, but it will vary, it really varies. But I try to update daily. and I don't want to overwhelm them, so I split that up through the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that gives everyone the time to, okay, well, there's 4 new posts. Okay, let's see what's going on.
So I would ask, when you say you weren't tech savvy before, have you considered, or do you schedule out your posts in a certain day, like schedule 1 per day, 2 per day? Or?
Well, I try to do that.
Yep.
And balance it.
There's so many events,
there are so many, and I had no idea. So it's been a learning experience.
Absolutely. And I think everyone has that first experience when they want to say, I want to open up a group, but how do I start it? What do I do? And there is a game plan for it. So which does segue to my next question. For some people who are interested in starting Facebook groups or maybe joining the entertainment events and much more, first off, how do they go in joining the group? And perhaps you can give a couple tidbits of information, some of the secrets that you made your page, stay up for long. Because honestly, I'm wondering, I'm like, how do you start a page? How do you get the following, and how do you, keep people engaged with your posts?
That's a really good question. I know with myself, what I did was through the Facebook, I found, groups and how to create a group. So I had to go step by step. Again, as I said, I'm not tech savvy at all. And I wanted to be able to, okay, we're going to go step by step. And it was trial and error. And so that's how I went about it. And it was, afterwards I would look at other groups and I think, oh, okay, well, I did an okay job. So I didn't know. But that's how I went about it. And I recommend anyone else, to start your groups that way and then promote it, send it out to your friends, and it's like a ripple effect, friends, and they invite friends and have it public so that anyone can join. So that's how it happened.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it. That's how I do it.
That's all you do. Just click of a button and you're all set.
Exactly.
Next question, a lot of Facebook groups have admins, but you're doing this all on your own, correct?
That's correct.
So how do we go and join? Do we just find your Facebook page here and
yes,
ask for a request? As simple as that. It's a click of a button? Absolutely.
Send, a request to want to join, search on their entertainment events and much more. And then there's also, there's like a web number on there that you could use. And so
and we posted on the link below right here, so you can see it. It can be quite hard to trigger. If we go http www.facebook.com//
It's a long number.
It is a long number, but sometimes it's just easy of just searching it in there. And
absolutely.
That's exactly what I did when I found it. When we were starting the show, we wanted to find out what kind of Facebook groups in Chatham are posting events, trying to figure out because to conclude it all, there is a lot to do in Chatham-Kent. Some people say there isn't a lot to do in Chatham-Kent.
Oh, I know.
I'm never home half the time, aside from, if I'm in front of a camera. But there, we have arts and culture. We have, there's paint nights. There's lots of live bands. There's concerts. There's wine tastings.
Yes,
we have everything.
Yeah, there's so many things. And it's really, sometimes it becomes overwhelming that you're looking in so many different areas. Okay, well, what do I do? Because the postings, they're everywhere, and which is a great thing, but it's trying to locate everything and trying to plan accordingly. So
it's one of those things.
It is. It really is.
Take it by day and figure out what you want to do on a weekend, because there's lots to do out there.
There's so much out there. I'm really excited about it.
And we appreciate you coming and talking a little bit about entertainment events and much more. Our very first episode, is there anything else you would like to add about the page?
It's just be a part of it. Come on, join. Not only do I add the posts, everyone else, they will add their posts, and that's what it is. We're just one group and a big family, and away we go. Yeah. And thanks so much for having me. This is really exciting.
It's the world of social media. It's another way of getting out there, and we appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
Now, Chatham-Kent, in case you missed it, we've had a very busy summer full of plenty of different events, everything from mud runs to overdose awareness events. And in case you did miss it, Chatham, let's roll a bunch of events that we've covered here in Chatham. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next month on another episode of In Case You Missed It.
Fabulous.